coding. So I was a programmer before I started teaching. So I have like almost 19 years of experience in
Wow.
in software programming. So I have tried different languages and I've written software that is even run in different countries in the world. So I worked also in building different machines, and inside the machines I also put software that is I think until the date is still running in Germany and US. So um,
That's
so
amazing.
yes,
Yeah.
and the problem with technology, that the technology is evolving so fast,
Yes.
and the people who working in the programming side, um, they face a lot of challenges. For example, that I was using certain language like Visual Basic 6 at certain times, and it was very popular. And then
Yes.
after 6 or 7 years, this language totally disappear, totally disappear. So yeah.
Yes.
So this is a challenge for people working in the tech. So, but the
Uh,
people who work, so if you tie the technology to other industries, that is excellent. So
uh,
if you tie, like what you are trying to do now, if you tie um, what you want to learn to help a
yes.
business to grow or to
Yes.
analyze the business, okay, that's excellent. Because this kind of technology, you don't need the latest technology, you just need a technology that keep you running. For example, um, until the moment, the banks in big countries like US and so on, the certain banks are still running on old software that use languages are never taught in the universities now. Like they use like something like Delphi and even
Yes.
Pascal, or so this is the languages that nobody learn at the moment.
Oh.
But again, because banks, they cannot afford to change or stop the operations, so they have to keep working on old software, so they keep it running. Okay, and the same
Oh,
goes to
should I
hospital.
learn that all languages to make my own program?
What do you
I
mean by
thought
all?
I thought I only have to learn Python to make what I want to do.
If you want to
But
deal with AI, so Python is your key. It depends
um
on your, so we have to look at your target first. So if we are looking at the
okay, okay.
target of AI, so we focus on Python, because
Uh
Python is actually a smart language. So I will be able to show you now the old languages, how it looks like and how we can compare it to Python. So
oh, I see.
okay, so okay, first let me take you step by step, and from there let me hear your input, and then we can improve on that. So, but
Yeah.
let me talk to you first about your brain before we go further. So
Okay.
in your brain, um, we actually have two important parts of the brain that is called hippocampus. So this hippocampus is here like that. Okay, so this
Okay.
part of the brain is actually act as a every book have an index at the end of the book. So the
Yes, I know.
index say
Yes.
that okay, which word appear on which page, so you can easily search the book through the index. So the index, that you have two kind of memories in your brain. Is one here is called working memory,
Okay.
and you have, starting from here, there is a thin layer that extend until the back, the very thin layer. So this is, we call it a cortex, or sometimes we refer to it as a permanent memory. So the working
Um,
memory have a limited capacity. So when you are learning from me now, you are storing the information in the working memory. And the
Working memory is like RAM.
is like RAM, exactly.
Oh yeah, yes.
So this working memory, little by little, it goes to the hippocampus, and the hippocampus start to index the information and find a way to link it to the remaining stored information in the permanent memory. Okay.
It's so interesting. Yes.
Yes. So, but the key thing that I'm explaining this to you is that
Yes.
the teacher should stop. It should give the students 1 or 2 minutes every 10 to 15 minutes. So this hippocampus actually is like a cup of water. So the cup of water, you keep pouring in information or water until it's totally full. So when it is full, it will overflow. It will not carry more information. The water will fall. And the same here goes. So
Yes.
so this part of the brain, the hippocampus, gets saturated with the information every 10 to 15 minutes. So to be able to give that part time to store the information in the permanent memory or the cortex, so we need to give 1 or 2 minutes of silence to the students.
Wow. Oh, then what should I do that time? Like 1 or 2 minutes?
Just relax. Don't take any input.
Wow.
Okay. So if you are studying alone,
yes.
you should do the same. If you are studying,
Wow.
listen to a video or something every 10 to 15 minutes. Give yourself 10 to 1 or 2 minutes. Relax. Don't do anything. Don't think about anything. Let your hippocampus put the information into the permanent memory.
I've never heard like this theory.
This is something. Yes, because well,
it's very interesting and amazing theory.
Yes, this is the science of neuroscience. I mean,
wow.
So this is something that I learned from U.S. universities. So I study always about helping people with learning difficulty. So I need to study more about the brain and not more about the programming, because I need to find a way to make it to simplify the information and give it to you according to your brain capabilities.
I'm so appreciate that you just changed my life. I think this theory will change my life from now.
Okay, so we move to the next. Okay, the next here. So of course, I'm not teaching you neuroscience. I'm just giving you slight information that can help you improve things in your thinking. Okay, so this is okay. First, the neuroscience say that everything that you learn is connected together in your brain. And you see, yes, and this is and this is the links between the information that is in your brain, and this information. So this is in the cortex. This is in the permanent memory, and so when you sleep, this kind of links that happen between the information stored in your brain is actually consolidated, and the links are strengthened by sleeping. So your sleeping is very, very important for consolidating the information inside your permanent memory. Without sleeping, this links is not going to improve. That's why people who have problem with brain injuries, or even they have temporary memory loss, the solution is to sleep. They need to sleep until the brain starts fixing the problem. Okay.
So if there can be a problem if I take sleeping pill, because I currently have some sleeping pills due to my insomnia.
Okay. So but you have to know that I study from the neuroscience perspective, but not from the medical perspective. So I am not able to advise you on that But what I know is that as long as you are getting from 6 to 8 hours of sleep, 6 to 8 hours, some people are enough with 5, but that is rare.
Yes.
The typical people need 6 to 8 hours. Certain people I have seen and who are very smart, they enough with 5 hours. So it depends. So it depends.
Depends on intelligence.
It depends. It depends on the person, but again,
okay.
it depends on the person. That is a God creation. We don't know. We don't know
Yes.
why certain people are able to sleep with 5 enough with 5, and certain people are enough with 6 to 8. But the science say is from 6 to 8 hours, so that you are able to your brain to function properly as it should be. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Good. So we move to the next. Okay, and this is very important. So we have two modes where the brain can work in. So this modes is okay. One is called diffuse thinking mode.
Yeah.
Okay, and one is called focus thinking mode. So this focus thinking mode is the one that you are inside now. So now you are focusing with me on the lesson, and you are trying to learn from me. So you are putting your whole focus in that. Okay, so you are able to try to solve problems, but the other mode is actually as important or even more important. So creative people and people who try to find solutions for problem, or even troubleshoot a big problem that you're having, they tend to use more the diffuse mode of thinking. So this diffuse mode, how you can get through it. So if you are relaxing and you are not doing anything, not thinking about anything, then your diffuse mode get into action. So it is very easy that when you are taking shower or sitting in front of the sea just doing nothing, then you have a problem. The problem solutions come to rush into your mind. So that is because you activated the diffuse thinking. So people like Edison and people who are creative to create a lot of solutions for us, they actually activate this kind of thinking a lot. They're not thinking about anything in mind. They're just relaxing, not sleeping, but just relaxing. And they, yes, of course, they have a target in their mind, but they are not thinking about anything. So it means that if you have a problem, a math problem, or even a programming problem, no need to stuck in front of the problem for 1 or 2 hours, 3 hours. No, when you cannot do anything anymore, just stop what you are doing, go do something else, go and relax, go take shower, go in a walk and not thinking about anything. Okay, but of course, if you are watching a TV, that's you are actually in the focus thinking.
Okay.
So that is not how you activate your diffuse thinking. Diffuse, you are not doing anything, you are relaxing. So there is some part of the brain that got activated on that. And I think you already passed your exam, so I'm not sure if this can help you or not. But the trick that we tell to the other students who are younger and taking exams, so you are able to get help of your brain. So you have two things that you can use: your focus thinking. Okay, so that's part of the brain that you can use to solve the exam. But before you start solving any question in the exam, we ask the students to read the whole exam first.
Yes.
So by doing so, you feed some other parts of the brain with the remaining question, and then you start on question 1. Okay, and you use your focus mode here, and then some other parts of the brain will work on question 2, question 3, question 4, and the remainder of the questions. So if you practice that, you will find that solutions for question 2, question 3, question 4 will start rushing into your brain. Okay.
Is that mean all I have to do is just reading question 1, question 2, question 3,
Yes,
and
and
keep
start working in question 1.
If I focus on if I focus on question 1, then but I can use diffuse thinking like question 2 and 3 and 4. Even I focus on question 1.
Yes, yes, yes. It's a back end of your brain that will start working on that. So
Wow.
you can like parallel what you are thinking about. Okay, but of course
Okay.
it takes some time to be able to really make use of that. Okay, so and yeah, but this is the science of it. Okay.
It's very interesting.
Yes. So now let us move forward from talking about brains to, let's see how it goes here.
Before the next chapter, can I ask that if I want to solve something, a complex algorithm, but I don't really know how to solve it, then should I have to focus on next algorithm that I want to make? Does that mean I can use diffuse thinking even if I focus on next algorithm?
Yes, but you wait. So it is true. This is true somehow. Yes, but you have to understand that if you don't have the knowledge about solving the first algorithm,
Yes.
it's no
Nothing
point
is
of.
from nothing. Yes.
Yes.
I should
So
know all knowledge, but
but
the
the thinking itself, yes, it can be done. Yes, okay, but again, it depends on how difficult is the problem. So if you are if you are so again, if we are talking about a student who didn't study well
yes.
to solve the exam, so this kind of abilities will not be able to he will not be able to enjoy that. So your
Okay.
brain must be trained enough. So
Okay.
you must be trained enough to be able to solve the problem in the normal condition, to be able to make use of this ability of your brain.
This is not like making me smarter. This only makes my uh, clean and some efficiency of
Yes, exactly,
yes.
yes.
Okay.
You use your brain abilities to the maximum. You utilize your
Wow.
brain abilities to the maximum. That's how it goes. And
Then
important things, please note one thing. So although I didn't put the slide here, but it's very important that you know that if you are not um, if you get angry, if you get upset,
yes.
your creativity goes down horribly. and
Uh,
and um, and the problem with that, if you get angry, it might take 2 to 3 days to be able to regain back your ability to
wow.
for creative thinking. So but again, I can later share with you some videos that from Google that talk about that. But so on how to really control your emotions in a way that you don't really lose your ability to
Yeah.
for creative thinking, because that's very important. Because who can afford to remain 2 or 3 days without the ability to think properly, or to creative creatively solve problems, so because
Wow.
as a programmer every day you have to write code. So
Yes.
if you are not in an emotional stability, then you are not able to write a good code. Okay.
Wow. I
Okay.
think I should stop watching news because then only makes me angry.
Somehow, yes, yes,
Yes.
definitely, yes, definitely. So I would say, okay, every class that we have, let me just go fast through this. Every class that we have,
Yes.
I actually record that class. Okay. And I after the class, I take between 20, 30, I think 36 to 48 hours to upload that video to the YouTube and put the links on a certain
Wow.
blog post where you are able to access all the videos and all the slides. With sometimes I have the time to create summaries for the videos, but it depends on my classes. If I have a lot of classes, then I'm not able to put summaries. I just put the links for the videos with the slides. So
Wow.
and okay,
That will be very helpful to me. Like,
every student I do the same to
wow.
all my students. So or else how can you benefit if you not
Yes,
having.
yes.
So if you
Wow.
miss something during the class, you're able to revise it back using the videos. And
Wow.
so the video section will have all the videos recording, and the files will have the slides. So if I the slides that I'm explaining to you now will be available to you in the slide section, so you will find the link for the slide. And the class code, if we write any code during the class, also I will
Okay.
put the link here, so you can find the Python code or any code for any language that I teach you. And the exercise
Okay.
section will have the homework that you need to do.
Oh,
So
okay, okay.
if I give you homework, then definitely, but that will not be in the start. So for the first 3 or 4 lessons, it might not be got exercises, but
Okay.
after that, I should give you exercises to be able to understand where you stand and what is your problem, how I need to adjust my teaching to fit your abilities and skills. Some
Okay.
people would be good to move faster. Some people need to
Yes.
pay some attention to different situations. So even smart people also have their own problems. So don't think that,
Yes,
oh,
that's
because
right.
somebody is very smart. So I have seen very smart people, very smart
Yes.
students. When I teach them, they understand very fast. But when they
Yes.
try to solve exam questions, they don't really able to get all the information that they understand in their mind on the paper. Because again, so your marks is depending on what you write on the paper. I mean, for the
Okay.
students.
Yes.
Um, and for example, if you understand me correctly and you're not able to write a code that reflect your understanding, so at the end, I judge you by the code. I don't judge you by what you understand in your mind, right? So the
Yes.
code tell me how skilled you are. So so I need to see that. I need to see if your understanding is not that you feel that you understand, but it's not judged. I need to judge that to see, yes, you are understanding correctly or not.
Okay. Is that mean that my code is important than my mind? That
Definitely,
I should
definitely.
I should use code correctly?
Um,
That prove my
Definitely,
that
yes, yes. So even if you plan to go to work for a company, they
yes.
will not going to ask you about the code. Most of the time, of course, certain questions will ask you about code and how you think. But
Yes.
but at the end, if you're going to write a code, if your code is spaghetti, then definitely they're not going to hire you.
Okay, okay.
So
That's
your
right.
mind and your code, what is in your mind and what is the output as a programmer should be in the synchronized, so should be
That's right.
close.
I
Okay,
actually I learned music producing. I learned music producing. So even if I say I'm a great musician, but if my music is sucks, that means I'm not a good musician.
exactly.
Musician only have to make great
Good
music.
music, yes.
Yes, yes, that's right. I totally understand that.
Okay, that's good. So so typically all the files and the slides it will be stored in a Google Drive,
Okay.
and it will be that in that form in a PDF file. So certain times we will use a whiteboard. So if we use a whiteboard, I will print it as a PDF and also share it with you. And I will put for you the exercises here. the slides here. If there is any images that I use that is not in the slides, I also will share it with you on the Google Drive, where I shared with you the link here. So if you go see here the file section will always contain a link where the class files will be. Every class will have an entry like that. Okay, section for videos, section for files, section for class code, and section for exercises. Okay, and the second class will have same like that. Okay. So typically when I upload the videos, I will put a typical title and a summary about the important topics in the video. So that's will be something like that. Sometimes I'm late in creating the description because sometimes it takes some time and I'm busy with classes. But most of the time I will put a title first, and I will give you the link so you're able to access that from the blog post that I'm sharing with you. Okay. So every student have his own blog post that belongs to his classes.
I'm very thankful for this.
So I'm sorry, but we have to close now, and we have to open again the same link.
Okay.
Okay. So you open again.